The internet is on fire right now because Rasheeda Frost just dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. In a shocking confession that left both fans and castmates speechless, Rasheeda finally admitted that she regrets ever being friends with Yandy Smith. Yes, you heard that right. The woman who once called Yandy her ride or die is now saying she wishes they had never crossed paths. And the way she revealed it wasn't calm or composed, it was raw, emotional, and full of years' worth of bottled-up resentment. It all started when Rasheeda went live on Instagram, her face tense, her tone sharp, and her patience clearly gone. She didn't tag anyone, but her words made it clear who she was talking about. "I've been quiet for too long," she said. "Some people act like they're your sister, but behind your back, they're rooting for your downfall. I regret letting certain people into my life. Period." Within minutes, the comment section exploded. Fans started tagging Yandy nonstop, flooding her page with questions like, "Is Rasheeda talking about you? And what happened between y'all?" At first, Yandy stayed silent, but insiders close to both women say this tension has been building for months. What was once one of reality TV's strongest friendships has apparently turned into a Cold War filled with backstabbing, jealousy, and betrayal. Sources claim the fallout began over business deals that went sour, secret conversations that got leaked, and private family matters that were turned into public gossip. And when money, pride, and loyalty all mix together, the result is never pretty. Rasheeda's confession shocked fans because she and Yandy were always seen as women who lifted each other up. They supported each other through marital drama, career challenges, and countless on-screen feuds. But something behind the scenes must have gone terribly wrong. "You think you know somebody," Rasheeda continued during her live, "until success changes how they treat you." The way she said it, cold, direct, and trembling with emotion, had viewers replaying the clip over and over, dissecting every word. Not long after, clips of Yandy surfaced, showing her reacting privately to the live. Though she didn't mention Rasheeda by name, she said, "It's funny how people forget who had their back when everyone else turned on them." And that one line sent the internet into chaos. Fans split into two camps overnight, Team Rasheeda and Team Yandy. But this isn't just another social media spat. According to people close to both sides, the tension involves personal betrayal, alleged disloyalty between mutual friends, and a behind-the-scenes confrontation that nearly turned physical during a recent filming. Those who were there say emotions ran so high that security had to step in before things got out of hand. Now everyone wants to know what exactly happened to turn friends into enemies. Was it fame, money, or something much deeper? And is there still a chance for reconciliation? Or has Rasheeda's confession buried this friendship for good? Stay tuned, because what happened next turned the entire love and hip-hop world upside down. The fallout between Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith didn't happen overnight. Those close to the pair say it started months before Rasheeda's viral Instagram live slowly, quietly, behind the smiles and the friendly posts. At first, the tension was subtle, the kind you only notice when you're looking for it. Their hugs were shorter, their captions got less personal, and when Yandy didn't show up to one of Rasheeda's major boutique launches in Atlanta, fans started whispering that something was off. Rasheeda brushed it off publicly, saying Yandy had a lot going on in New York, but behind closed doors, she was furious. An insider who was present at that launch told reporters, Rasheeda felt disrespected. She had been there for Yandy through everything, through her marriage struggles, through her business troubles, and, when it was her turn to get that same support, Yandy went quiet. It wasn't about the event, it was about loyalty. That word loyalty has become the center of this storm. Apparently, the breaking point came during a cast meeting for an upcoming Love and Hip Hop crossover special that Mona Scott-Young had been planning. Rasheeda and Yandy were both supposed to appear, reuniting the Atlanta and New York branches of the franchise. But what should have been a professional collaboration turned into one of the ugliest behind-the-scenes feuds the show has ever seen. Multiple sources claim that Yandy allegedly tried to take control of certain production decisions, suggesting that Rasheeda's storyline had gone stale. One producer said Yandy described Rasheeda as too safe for reality TV and hinted that she was only relevant because of her marriage drama with Kirk Frost. When that comment got back to Rasheeda, it broke something inside her. She reportedly confronted Yandy right there on set, asking, "Is that really how you feel about me? After all these years, that's what you think I am, a storyline?" Witnesses say the argument escalated fast. Rasheeda was done being polite, one crew member said. She told Yandy that she was tired of fake friends smiling in her face while throwing shade behind her back. Yandy never won to back down, shot back that Rasheeda had been jealous of her since day one. claiming that Rasheeda couldn't stand another woman being more business. That's when things got heated. Rasheeda slammed her phone on the table, saying, "Girl, I was running boutiques while you were still chasing headlines." Security had to step in, and filming stopped for nearly an hour. Mona Scott, frustrated but intrigued by the drama, reportedly told producers to keep the cameras rolling, sensing that this clash could make for explosive television. After that day, the friendship was officially over. Rasheeda unfollowed Yandy on Instagram. Yandy returned the favor, and while both women tried to act unbothered, the tension bled into every event, every reunion taping, every interview. Rasheeda stopped mentioning Yandy altogether, while Yandy began posting cryptic messages about fake support systems and people who only love you when you're beneath them. Then came the whispers about betrayal. One rumor that gained traction suggested Yandy had been secretly collaborating with Kirk Frost, Rasheeda's husband, in a business venture without Rasheeda's knowledge. Fans speculated that Yandy's so-called marketing partnership with Frost Motorsports had crossed personal boundaries. Kirk tried to deny the rumors, saying it was just business talk, but Rasheeda wasn't buying it. "If it's business," she reportedly told him, "then why are you keeping it from me?" By this point, emotions were high, and lines were drawn. Rasheeda started confiding in her close circle Carly Red, Sierra Gates, and Bambi Benson, while Yandy leaned on Mendices and Erica Mena for support. But instead of calming things down, these alliances only made matters worse. Carly allegedly encouraged Rasheeda to speak her truth, while Erica told Yandy to stop letting people play victim when they're the ones stirring the pot. What began as a private disagreement had turned into a full-blown reality TV civil war. Fans started noticing the shade in interviews and social media captions. Rasheeda's posts about cutting off energy that drains you were instantly linked to Yandy. Meanwhile, Yandy posted videos about outgrowing people who can't handle your success. And then came that fateful night, the night Rasheeda decided she'd had enough of pretending everything was fine. She went live on Instagram, her voice steady but cold, saying the words that would ignite a firestorm across the entire love and hip-hop universe. "I regret ever being friends with Yandy." What the fans didn't know, though, was that the confession wasn't random. It was triggered by one last betrayal, one that would take the drama to a level even Mona Scott hadn't anticipated. And when that truth came out, everyone from Kirk to Mendices would be dragged into the mess. The betrayal that pushed Rasheeda over the edge was reportedly connected to a private family matter. Something so personal that even longtime friends were shocked to hear about it. Sources claim that Yandy had allegedly shared sensitive details about Rasheeda's family with people outside their circle, including cast members and social media influencers, without her consent. It wasn't gossip, one insider explained. It was private, painful stuff about her children and her marriage. And suddenly, it was out there like entertainment for everyone to consume. Rasheeda, who has always been fiercely protective of her family, felt humiliated and exposed. She confronted Yandy privately first, hoping for an apology, but Yandy reportedly shrugged it off. "It's just reality TV," she said. According to insiders, "Everybody shares things. Don't be so sensitive." That comment didn't sit well with Rasheeda. "Sensitive," she reportedly screamed. "You crossed a line that you can't uncross. This isn't just TV, it's my life." The argument escalated into a heated phone call that reportedly lasted over an hour. Witnesses who later heard snippets of the conversation said it was filled with accusations, yelling, and cries of frustration. Rasheeda told Yandy she felt used and betrayed, while Yandy accused Rasheeda of being controlling and jealous. According to sources, the call ended with both women hanging up angrily, neither willing to back down. Soon after, Rasheeda's inner circle began strategizing. Carly Red, who has often acted as Rasheeda's sounding board, urged her to take control of the narrative before Yandy could spin it her way. Rasheeda reportedly decided that her confession had to be public, raw, and unfiltered. "If I don't say it first, they'll twist it," she allegedly told Carly. "I can't let my truth be diluted." Meanwhile, Yandy was not sitting quietly. She responded with subtle but cutting Instagram posts and cryptic comments about people who smile in your face and stab you in your back. Fans quickly pieced together the tension, and social media exploded. Hashtags like #RASHEEDAV's Yandy and #betrayal in Atlanta started trending, with fans debating who was in the right and who was in the wrong. Amid this chaos, Rasheeda's husband, Kirk Frost, became an unexpected central figure. Rumors surfaced that he had attempted to mediate the feud, calling both women to discuss the drama privately. However, insiders claim his efforts were futile. Rasheeda reportedly accused Kirk of not taking her side, while Yandy allegedly felt he was being manipulated to favor Rasheeda. Kirk was stuck in the middle, one source said. It was a no-win situation for him, adding fuel to the fire. A leaked text exchange allegedly showed Yandy discussing Rasheeda's personal struggles with other cast members without permission. The text included lines like, "I can't believe she's still acting like everything's perfect. People need to know the truth." Rasheeda was reportedly devastated upon seeing this. "How could you do this?" she allegedly messaged Yandy. "This is my family, my private life." The drama didn't stay confined to private circles. During a reunion taping, emotions ran high as the tension between the two women boiled over on camera. Rasheeda openly criticized Yandy's behavior, saying, "You smile in my face while plotting behind my back. I've had enough of pretending this is friendship." Yandy responded with her signature calm, yet cutting tone, telling Rasheeda, "You think you're the only one who's been loyal. You've made your choices too, and now you're paying the price." The audience went wild. Clips from the reunion went viral almost instantly, with fans dissecting every glance, every pause, every subtle dig. Comments ranged from shocked disbelief to heated debates over loyalty, honesty, and trust. "I can't believe Rasheeda said that about Yandy," one fan wrote. "After all these years, I thought they were like sisters." Another added, "Yandy's not innocent, either she's been shady for months." As the feud spiraled, even other cast members started picking sides. Erica Mena reportedly told Rasheeda privately, "You have every right to speak your truth, but don't let this consume you." Meanwhile, Mendices reportedly encouraged Yandy to stay calm and let people see your side. The division among friends and family only intensified the drama, making reconciliation seem impossible. And just when fans thought the conflict couldn't get any more intense, a shocking revelation came from an unexpected source, a former insider turned social media commentator. They claimed to have witnessed a private confrontation where Rasheeda accused Yandy of manipulating production to make her look bad on camera. "It wasn't just words," the insider said. "Rasheeda was furious, and Yandy looked genuinely smug, like she knew she had the upper hand." This revelation reignited debates across social media. Clips and screenshots circulated endlessly, with fans speculating about what truly happened behind closed doors. The feud had transformed from a personal dispute into a full-blown cultural moment, making it one of the most talked-about conflicts in recent love and hip-hop history. As Rasheeda continued to speak out, fans started noticing changes in her behavior and appearance: longer posts, more pointed captions, and interviews where she didn't hold back. Each revelation, each confession, and each subtle dig fueled the drama, ensuring that no one could ignore the rift between two of reality TV's once closest friends. By this point, everyone was waiting for the next move. Would Yandy respond directly? Would Rasheeda take further action to expose more behind-the-scenes secrets? Or had the friendship truly reached a point of no return? The tension was unbearable, and the fans were hooked, hungry for every twist and turn in this story of betrayal, loyalty, and shattered friendships. The situation escalated further when rumors emerged that Yandy had allegedly attempted to recruit other cast members to her side, creating what insiders called a camp divide. Sources say that during a group dinner for the Atlanta and New York crews, Yandy was overheard saying, "Rasheeda isn't the only one who's been hurt by these so-called friends. We all know what's been going on behind the scenes." Rasheeda, who was present, reportedly froze, then leaned in and snapped, "If you have a problem, say it to my face. Stop hiding behind whispers." The room reportedly went silent, with everyone watching the tension rise like a ticking time bomb. Fans got wind of this confrontation almost immediately. Video clips leaked online showing Rasheeda's hands shaking with anger and Yandy's face betraying the tiniest smirk. The internet exploded with theories. Some believed Yandy was being manipulative, trying to make Rasheeda look unstable. Others claimed Rasheeda's emotional outburst proved Yandy's betrayal was too deep to ignore. Across fan pages, hashtags like #RASHEEDA breaks and #YandyExposed were trending within hours. Meanwhile, insiders revealed that the feud had begun to affect Rasheeda's family. Kirk Frost reportedly tried to mediate again, but his efforts were reportedly rebuffed by both women. According to sources close to Kirk, he told Rasheeda, "You have to choose your battles wisely. Don't let this ruin your family." But Rasheeda, fueled by months of pent-up anger and hurt, refused to back down. "This isn't just a battle," she allegedly said. "This is about respect, about loyalty, about what it means to have someone in your corner." And Yandy proved she doesn't belong there. The drama took a shocking turn when a leaked audio clip allegedly captured Yandy making disparaging remarks about Rasheeda's children, questioning whether she was capable of balancing her career and family life. Rasheeda was reportedly devastated upon hearing the clip. "This is the last straw," she told a close friend. "I can't let someone talk about my kids and get away with it. This is personal now." Reacting to the clip, fans went into overdrive. Social media erupted with heated debates, memes, and reactions from both sides. Some people criticized Yandy for crossing a line, while others defended her, claiming that she was just expressing her opinion. The fan base became a battlefield, divided and vocal, fueling the fire even further. On the production side, Mona Scott-Young reportedly decided to intervene, sensing that the feud had gone beyond typical reality TV drama. Sources say Mona called an emergency meeting, bringing in producers and both women to discuss the conflict. The meeting was tense, with voices raised and accusations flying. Rasheeda allegedly said, "I can't work with someone who undermines me and betrays my family." Yandy reportedly countered, "You've misunderstood everything I've done. Stop twisting my actions into something they're not." Despite attempts at mediation, emotions ran high, and the meeting ended without resolution. Rasheeda reportedly stormed out, vowing not to film with Yandy again until an apology was issued. Yandy, according to insiders, remained seated, confident that the public would side with her eventually, adding even more complexity. A source revealed that a mutual friend had tried to bridge the gap by arranging a private lunch between the two women. However, the lunch reportedly ended with another confrontation. Rasheeda allegedly accused Yandy of playing the victim while orchestrating chaos, while Yandy allegedly accused Rasheeda of trying to control everyone around her. The lunch ended abruptly, with both women leaving in separate cars, leaving the mutual friend frustrated and the fans clamoring for answers. The feud began to spill over into public events. During a charity gala, Rasheeda was photographed, glaring at Yandy. Across the room, Yandy meanwhile, smiled for cameras but reportedly whispered under her breath, "We're not done yet." The subtle yet loaded gestures were picked up by paparazzi and instantly circulated online. Fans analyzed every glance, every smirk, every tilt of the head, turning the gala into a microcosm of the ongoing battle. As the tension escalated, even longtime fans began to feel the emotional weight of the feud. Social media comments expressed shock, disbelief, and sadness. Many said they were heartbroken to see two women who were once so close now at odds publicly. Others expressed fascination, calling it the most intense reality TV friendship meltdown in years. Meanwhile, Rasheeda began dropping subtle hints on Instagram, posting about cutting ties with people who drain you and loyalty over everything. Fans immediately connected the posts to Yandy, fueling speculation that more revelations were coming. Yandy, true to form, responded with cryptic captions about seeing through facades and trusting actions over words, leaving the audience in suspense about what the next episode of this feud would reveal. By now, the conflict had evolved into a full-blown saga of betrayal, loyalty, and public confrontation, with both women digging in their heels. Fans, cast members, and even family were all drawn into the whirlwind, leaving everyone questioning whether reconciliation was even possible or, if this friendship had been permanently shattered. The stakes had never been higher, and one thing was clear: this battle was far from over. The next twist came when an anonymous insider leaked a series of text messages that allegedly revealed the depth of the feud. According to the screenshots, Yandy had expressed frustration over Rasheeda's public theatrics, while Rasheeda accused Yandy of undermining her business and personal life for months. One text from Rasheeda reportedly read, "I trusted you with everything, and this is how you repay me, by talking behind my back and dragging my family into the mess." Fans immediately dissected every word, believing this leak proved the feud was far deeper than anyone realized. Soon after, the media caught wind of the leak, and outlets covering reality TV immediately reported on the drama. Headlines like "Rasheeda and Yandy's friendship crumbles," "Private texts leaked," and "Inside the Frostsmith feud that shook reality TV" began trending. The story spread like wildfire, and fans flooded social media with opinions, conspiracy theories, and heated debates. Some praised Rasheeda for standing up for herself, while others criticized Yandy for allegedly being manipulative. Meanwhile, tensions reached a boiling point during a recent reunion special. Rasheeda confronted Yandy on stage in front of cameras, addressing everything publicly. "I feel like you've been planning against me for years," she said, her voice filled with emotion. "You smile in my face, but behind my back, you're plotting and gossiping. I regret ever letting you in." Yandy, visibly composed but clearly defensive, shot back, "You think this is about me? This is about you refusing to see the truth and blaming everyone else for your mistakes." The exchange left the audience stunned. Emotions ran high, and the family members of both women reportedly tried to intervene off-camera. Kirk Frost, Rasheeda's husband, reportedly told her to stay calm and not let the drama consume her, while Yandy leaned on close friends who advised her to play it smart and let the cameras capture her side. The family was left divided, with some members supporting Rasheeda's outrage and others quietly siding with Yandy, adding another layer to the drama. An old friend of both women came forward, claiming they had witnessed a secret meeting where Yandy allegedly tried to convince production to favor her storyline over Rasheeda's. It was subtle, but you could see the manipulation, the friend said. She was trying to control how Rasheeda appeared on TV, making her seem petty and emotional while positioning herself as the calm, rational friend. Fans seized on this revelation, believing it explained the tension that had been simmering for months. Then came a shocking revelation from a former crew member. During a recent shoot, Yandy supposedly mocked Rasheeda's boutique business and criticized her fashion sense in private, thinking nobody would hear. Rasheeda allegedly found out through another cast member and confronted Yandy immediately. "You talk about my work, my life, my family, but I never asked for your approval," Rasheeda reportedly shouted. Security had to step in again, and production was thrown into chaos. The feud also began impacting fans' perception of both women. Polls on social media showed a nearly even split between Team Rasheeda and Team Yandy, with some viewers sympathizing with Rasheeda's emotional honesty and others admiring Yandy's strategic composure. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary pieces flooded platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, turning the feud into one of the most discussed reality TV conflicts in recent memory. Meanwhile, Rasheeda started to open up more publicly. In a series of Instagram stories, she expressed her heartbreak over losing someone she once trusted so deeply. "It's painful when someone you considered family betrays you," she wrote, "but I've learned to protect my energy and my family above all." Fans immediately connected this to Yandy, and many praised Rasheeda for her courage in speaking out. Yandy, refusing to publicly address the specifics, posted cryptic captions about resilience, trust, and the masks people wear. Fans analyzed each word, searching for clues about her side of the story. Some argued that she was trying to remain calm and calculated, while others believed she was attempting to gaslight Rasheeda publicly. The tension continued to mount, with every social media post, public appearance, and interviews scrutinized by fans hungry for drama. As the feud intensified, industry insiders began speculating about the potential long-term consequences for both women. Some warned that ongoing conflict could impact their careers, business ventures, and public image, while others argued that the drama might actually increase their visibility and relevance. One thing was certain: the world was watching, and neither Rasheeda nor Yandy was willing to back down. The battle lines were firmly drawn. The friendship that once seemed unbreakable had crumbled into public accusations, leaked messages, and emotional confrontations. And while some hoped for reconciliation, the ongoing tension suggested that the feud might be far from over. Every new revelation, every pointed remark, and every social media post continued to fuel the fire, keeping fans on the edge of their seats, eager to see what would happen next in the saga of Rasheeda, Frost and Yandy Smith. Just when fans thought the feud had reached its peak, a new twist sent shockwaves through the reality TV world. An anonymous source close to production revealed that Yandy allegedly attempted to influence casting decisions for Rasheeda's upcoming boutique launch special. According to insiders, Yandy allegedly suggested that producers highlight Rasheeda's past mistakes and personal struggles to make her seem vulnerable and dramatic, positioning herself as the more level-headed and supportive figure. When Rasheeda heard about this, she reportedly felt both betrayed and enraged. "I can't believe she would try to manipulate the cameras against me," she allegedly told a close friend. "It's one thing to argue, it's another to weaponize my life for ratings." The feud's impact extended beyond the cameras. Kirk Frost reportedly felt caught in the middle, facing pressure from both women. According to sources, he tried to remain neutral, urging Rasheeda to not give Yandy the satisfaction and advising Yandy to focus on her own path instead of trying to control everyone else's. But neither woman seemed willing to step back. Rasheeda's inner circle rallied around her, determined to protect her public image and personal life, while Yandy leaned on loyal friends who encouraged her to play the game smartly and maintain her composure, adding even more fuel to the fire. Fans discovered leaked text messages allegedly showing Yandy discussing Rasheeda's personal life and family matters with outside parties. The messages included comments about Rasheeda's children, her marriage, and business decisions, leading fans to accuse Yandy of exploiting intimate details for entertainment. "It's like she doesn't respect boundaries," one fan wrote. Rasheeda trusted her completely, and now it's all out there. Rasheeda reportedly confronted Yandy privately about the texts, leading to a tense exchange filled with accusations, tears, and raised voices. The drama reached new heights during a reunion special taping. Rasheeda directly addressed Yandy on stage, recounting months of perceived betrayals and manipulations. "You were supposed to have my back, but instead, you've undermined me at every turn," Rasheeda said, her voice shaking with emotion. Yandy responded with her trademark calmness but delivered cutting remarks of her own. "You think this is about me? This is about you not wanting to see the truth," Yandy said, leaving the audience and viewers at home in stunned silence. The reunion sparked widespread reactions on social media. Fans were divided, some defending Rasheeda's emotional honesty and calling out Yandy for betrayal, while others applauded Yandy's strategic composure and argued that Rasheeda had overreacted. Memes, discussion threads, and reaction videos proliferated, fueling speculation about what would happen next. #RasheedaVsYandy and #RealityTV feud trended for days, with fans dissecting every word, gesture, and facial expression. Behind the scenes, tensions continued to affect both women's personal lives. Rasheeda reportedly struggled with stress and emotional exhaustion, confiding in Carly Red and other close friends about her feelings of betrayal and disappointment. Meanwhile, Yandy allegedly faced pressure from peers to maintain her public image while navigating private conflicts. "It's like walking a tightrope," one insider said. "Every move is scrutinized, every word analyzed. There's no room for mistakes." Then came the most shocking revelation yet. An insider claimed that Yandy allegedly attempted to orchestrate a storyline that would portray Rasheeda as manipulative and controlling, using selective clips and behind-the-scenes footage. The alleged plan reportedly included highlighting moments of Rasheeda's anger and frustration while minimizing Yandy's provocations. When Rasheeda learned about this, she was reportedly furious. "This isn't just about friendship anymore," she allegedly said. "It's about protecting my family, my reputation, and my truth." Fans were captivated by this new layer of manipulation and strategy. Social media exploded with debates over morality, loyalty, and authenticity. Many expressed outrage over the alleged attempts to portray Rasheeda unfairly, while others speculated that the feud had become more about control than friendship. The drama had evolved into a high-stakes battle, with both women determined to maintain their reputations while exposing the other's perceived wrongdoings. As the saga unfolded, cast members and production insiders revealed that the feud had impacted filming schedules, on-set dynamics, and even business ventures. Some suggested that future collaborations between Rasheeda and Yandy were unlikely, citing ongoing mistrust and emotional wounds. Others speculated that reconciliation could occur, but only if one party publicly admitted fault and offered a sincere apology, a scenario that seemed increasingly unlikely given the intensity of the conflict. With every revelation, the stakes grew higher. Fans eagerly awaited each new episode, social media post, and interview, analyzing the conflict for clues about what might happen next. The world watched as two former friends navigated betrayal, loyalty, and public scrutiny, leaving everyone wondering, could this friendship ever survive? Or was it destined to end in complete and irreparable destruction? The tension was palpable, and the next chapter promised even more shocking twists. The feud reached unprecedented levels when a bombshell claim surfaced from an insider who alleged that Yandy had attempted to manipulate Rasheeda's boutique business for personal gain. According to sources, Yandy reportedly offered advice to Rasheeda's team on marketing strategies but simultaneously shared those ideas with competitors, effectively sabotaging Rasheeda's growth. Rasheeda, upon discovering this, reportedly confronted Yandy with an icy glare and a voice dripping with controlled fury. "If you were really my friend, you wouldn't be feeding my competition." Yandys.com. Collected response allegedly only intensified Rasheeda's anger. "I'm not responsible for your insecurities. You should focus on your own work." Fans went wild over the revelation, and social media platforms exploded with commentary, memes, reaction videos, and heated discussions emerged overnight. Some viewers defended Rasheeda, emphasizing her loyalty and emotional honesty, while others argued that Yandy's actions were misunderstood or misrepresented. The conversation had gone far beyond a personal dispute. It had become a public spectacle, dissected in real time by thousands of fans invested in the drama. The tension spilled over into another reunion taping, which became one of the most chaotic events in reality TV history. Producers attempted to moderate the discussion, But Rasheeda refused to hold back. "I trusted you with everything, my business, my family, my life," she exclaimed, tears welling in her eyes. "And this is how you repay me, by plotting behind my back and trying to make me look weak." Yandy, sitting across from her, smiled faintly and replied, "Weak? No, Rasheeda. I just refuse to play the game the way you think it should be played. Stop trying to control everything." The exchange left the audience in stunned silence. Emotions ran high, and even veteran cast members appeared shocked by the intensity of the confrontation. Kirk Frost reportedly tried to intervene off-camera, pleading with Rasheeda to breathe and don't escalate, but Rasheeda, determined to assert herself, continued with pointed accusations and raw emotion. Meanwhile, Yandy's supporters encouraged her to remain composed, confident that the public would ultimately see her as rational and strategic. Adding fuel to the fire, an anonymous social media account claimed to have insider footage showing Yandy allegedly mocking Rasheeda's children and questioning her parenting decisions. Rasheeda reportedly confirmed the existence of the footage and confronted Yandy privately, resulting in another heated argument that lasted for hours. The feud had clearly moved from professional betrayal to deeply personal territory, leaving both women emotionally exhausted but unwilling to back down. The public response was immediate and intense. Fans flooded Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube with opinions, memes, and videos dissecting every word and gesture. Hashtags like #RASHEEDA exposes Yandy and #reality TV feud trend circulated wildly, generating debate over loyalty, trust, and authenticity. Viewers were captivated, and even those who didn't follow Love and Hip Hop closely found themselves drawn into the saga, fascinated by the raw emotion, intricate betrayals, and high-stakes confrontation. Behind the scenes, production was reportedly thrown into chaos. Scheduling conflicts, tense filming days, and constant security concerns emerged as the feud impacted every aspect of the show. Some insiders suggested that the ongoing tension could influence future storylines, forcing producers to reconsider how to handle both women's appearances. Others speculated that the drama might actually boost ratings, as fans tuned in eagerly to witness each new twist and revelation. Despite the public battles, there were moments of vulnerability. Rasheeda reportedly confided in close friends that she felt betrayed not only by Yandy but also by the industry that seemed to reward manipulation and deceit. Yandy, in turn, expressed frustration privately, claiming that her intentions had been misinterpreted and that she never sought to harm Rasheeda personally. The emotional complexity of the feud left both women isolated in different ways, each struggling to navigate the consequences of their actions and words. As the drama reached its climax, fans were left with countless questions. Would Rasheeda ever forgive Yandy? Could Yandy explain her side and reconcile the friendship? How would Kirk, family members, and other cast members react to future confrontations? Every social media post, interview, and reunion clip became a focal point for speculation, analysis, and discussion. Ultimately, the Rasheeda-Yandy feud had transformed from a personal disagreement into a public spectacle, blending betrayal, loyalty, manipulation, and emotional intensity into a saga that captivated fans worldwide. The stakes were higher than ever, and the conflict showed no signs of resolution. Every revelation, every confrontation, and every subtle dig added another layer to a story that had become one of reality TV's most riveting and emotionally charged dramas. Fans were hooked, and the next chapter promised even more explosive twists and shocking confessions. Part 7, Conclusion and Call to Action. Now, after months of drama, leaked texts, heated confrontations, and shocking confessions, the feud between Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith remains one of the most talked about conflicts in reality TV history. Fans are still debating who is in the right, who has been betrayed, and whether this once unbreakable friendship can ever be mended. Emotions ran high, families were divided, and the Love and Hip Hop universe was left in chaos as viewers watched two former allies unravel before their eyes. The story doesn't end here. With every social media post, every interview, and every public appearance, new layers of the feud emerge. Fans continue to speculate about secret alliances, behind-the-scenes manipulations, and the true motivations driving both women. Will Rasheeda find closure and move on from the betrayal? Will Yandy ever publicly apologize or reveal her side of the story in full? Or has the friendship been permanently shattered, leaving nothing but tension, distrust, and public spectacle? This saga isn't just about reality TV, it's about loyalty, trust, and the emotional cost of betrayal. And as the world watches, the story continues to unfold. with each new revelation leaving fans more captivated than ever. Your opinion matters in this ongoing drama. Who do you believe is telling the truth? Can these two women reconcile? Or is the damage irreparable? Don't miss a single update. Subscribe now to stay on top of every twist, every confession, and every shocking revelation. Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. Team Rasheeda or Team Yandy? Hit the like button if you want more inside scoops on this explosive feud. And stay tuned as the drama continues to unfold in ways you won't believe. This is one reality TV story you'll want to follow until the very last shocking twist. Just when fans thought the feud between Rasheeda and Yandy had reached its limit, an explosive new revelation shook the love and hip-hop universe. An insider claimed that Yandy had been secretly influencing the storyline of Rasheeda's boutique launch, allegedly giving producers selective information to make Rasheeda appear manipulative and overly dramatic, according to the source. Yandy even suggested that Rasheeda's emotional confrontations be edited to look worse than they were in reality. When Rasheeda discovered this, she reportedly confronted Yandy in a private meeting, voice trembling with rage, saying, "How dare you try to rewrite my story for your gain? I trusted you with everything, and this is how you repay me." Yandy's calm reply, reportedly laced with condescension, only made Rasheeda's anger boil over. "Truth is subjective," Yandy allegedly said, smirking. "You've always wanted to be the center of attention. I'm just letting reality play out." The confrontation didn't end there. According to insiders, the argument escalated into a heated exchange lasting over an hour. Rasheeda reportedly accused Yandy of betraying not just her but her family, pointing to instances where sensitive personal details had allegedly leaked to outside parties. Yandy, on the other hand, accused Rasheeda of overreacting, claiming that she had merely tried to protect the narrative and that Rasheeda's insecurities were the real problem. Witnesses said the tension in the room was so thick that crew members reportedly feared a physical altercation might occur. The feud began impacting other cast members. Mendeecees Harris, who had remained neutral for months, was reportedly pulled into the conflict when Yandy allegedly asked him to speak to Rasheeda privately to cool things down. According to sources, Rasheeda refused to meet with Mendeecees, saying, "I don't need anyone mediating for someone who has betrayed me repeatedly." Meanwhile, Kirk Frost reportedly tried to act as a buffer, attempting to calm Rasheeda while warning her about making the drama to public. "It's one thing to defend yourself," he allegedly told her, "but this is spiraling out of control, and everyone will judge you if you let it get worse." Rasheeda's response, reportedly cold and decisive, was, "I don't care what anyone thinks. I will not be silenced." Adding another shocking layer, an anonymous source claimed that Yandy had allegedly discussed Rasheeda's personal financial decisions with other cast members, potentially undermining her credibility. Rasheeda, furious upon hearing this, allegedly confronted Yandy in yet another heated exchange, accusing her of jealousy and manipulation. "You sit there smiling while spreading my personal business like it's a joke," Rasheeda reportedly shouted. Yandy's purported reply, but cutting, was, "You've always wanted people to validate you. I'm just being honest." The feud soon reached social media, where fans dissected every post, comment, and story from both women. Clips of past interviews were pulled up to analyze body language, vocal inflections, and subtle gestures. Memes comparing Rasheeda's passionate outbursts to Yandy's calculating demeanor circulated widely, sparking intense debates among viewers. Hashtags like hashtag #FrostVsYandy and hashtag realitytvdrama began trending globally. Online polls split fans into factions, debating who was in the right and who was manipulating the situation. Comment sections filled with emotional pleas, outrage, and speculation about the feud's future. Then came another twist that no one saw coming. A former close friend of Rasheeda allegedly leaked private voice memos in which Rasheeda candidly expressed her frustration with Yandy's behavior. In the recordings, Rasheeda reportedly said, "I can't believe I let someone so toxic into my life. I thought we were family, but all along it's been strategy and manipulation." The leak caused another wave of outrage among fans, many of whom praised Rasheeda for her honesty while condemning Yandy's actions. The controversy reignited discussions about loyalty, trust, and the emotional toll of reality TV friendships. Meanwhile, Yandy allegedly retaliated by making pointed remarks during interviews, framing Rasheeda as overly sensitive and prone to overreaction. According to sources, Yandy claimed, "Rasheeda sees betrayal everywhere because she can't handle critique or challenges to her control." Fans dissected these statements, with some viewing them as manipulative gaslighting, while others saw them as a valid perspective on Rasheeda's emotional intensity. The tension between public perception and behind-the-scenes truth created a volatile environment, keeping viewers hooked and craving every new detail. The feud also began to impact business ventures. Rasheeda's boutique reportedly faced delays in its product launch due to the emotional strain she experienced from the conflict. Staff members allegedly noted her distracted demeanor, which, according to insiders, affected decision-making and planning. At the same time, rumors circulated that Yandy's own business ventures were being promoted strategically, further heightening fans' speculation that this feud had real-world financial implications. The stakes were no longer just emotional, they had become professional as well. Then, during a highly publicized event in Atlanta, Rasheeda and Yandy were reportedly in the same room, and the tension was palpable. Fans who attended the event claimed that Rasheeda openly avoided Yandy, shooting her icy glares whenever their paths crossed. Yandy, according to witnesses, remained composed but delivered subtle jabs through facial expressions and side glances. Observers noted that the room seemed divided, with mutual friends unsure of how to mediate or intervene without escalating the conflict. Every interaction, no matter how minor, was scrutinized by fans and paparazzi alike, fueling speculation about the possibility of a full-blown confrontation. The drama reached a critical point when a video clip surfaced online showing Rasheeda confronting a production assistant about Yandy's alleged interference with her storyline. Rasheeda reportedly said, "I don't care about ratings. I care about my integrity. If she thinks she can manipulate the narrative, she's wrong." The clip went viral, reigniting the feud across social media platforms. Fans expressed shock and admiration for Rasheeda's courage, while others speculated that this could lead to an even more explosive showdown in future episodes. Adding to the tension, an insider claimed that a private phone call between Rasheeda and Yandy escalated into a full-blown shouting match, with accusations flying in both directions. Rasheeda allegedly accused Yandy of betrayal, manipulation, and jealousy, while Yandy reportedly accused Rasheeda of insecurity, paranoia, and overreacting to situations that could have been handled privately. The argument reportedly ended with both women hanging up angrily, leaving no room for resolution. As the feud continued, fans noticed subtle but pointed social media activity. Rasheeda posted cryptic captions about loyalty, trust, and energy-draining relationships, while Yandy shared content about resilience, perception, and seeing through masks. Fans analyzed every post, story, and comment, speculating on hidden meanings, potential reconciliations, and future confrontations. The drama had transformed from a personal feud into a public spectacle, captivating a worldwide audience. The public's fascination only grew when a former crew member revealed that tensions had begun affecting filming schedules and on-set dynamics. According to the source, Rasheeda's emotional state and Yandy's strategic composure created a tense environment that producers struggled to manage. Every scene, reaction, and dialogue became high-stakes drama, with cameras capturing every subtle expression, creating what insiders described as televised tension at its finest. Fans were left wondering, could this conflict ever be resolved? Would Rasheeda and Yandy find common ground? Or was the friendship permanently fractured? Each new revelation, leak, and confrontation kept viewers on edge, eager for the next shocking twist in this ongoing saga of betrayal, loyalty, and emotional intensity. The feud between Rasheeda and Yandy escalated further when a bombshell report emerged from an insider who claimed that Yandy had allegedly been plotting to create tension not just for ratings, but to sabotage Rasheeda's personal relationships. According to sources, Yandy was seen meeting privately with cast members and making subtle remarks that cast Rasheeda in a negative light. Rasheeda, upon hearing this, reportedly confronted Yandy backstage during a recent shoot. "How many more lies will you spin about me?" she allegedly demanded, her eyes blazing with anger. Yandy's response, calm and measured, reportedly included a chilling smile. "I'm not lying. I'm just showing reality as it is. If you can't handle it, that's your problem." Fans erupted when footage of this confrontation leaked online. The video showed Rasheeda pacing with frustration while Yandy stood almost serenely, seemingly unfazed. Comments poured in, with hashtags like hashtag #RASHEEDA exposed and hashtag YandyY calculated trending worldwide. Some viewers criticized Yandy for her alleged manipulations, while others praised her ability to remain composed under pressure. The dynamic between the two former friends captivated audiences, leaving them divided and intensely engaged. The conflict began spilling into Rasheeda's personal life. Kirk Frost reportedly became increasingly concerned about the stress impacting his wife. According to insiders, he urged Rasheeda to focus on her family and boutique instead of engaging in ongoing public battles. However, Rasheeda, fueled by feelings of betrayal and anger, allegedly said, "I can't ignore what she's done. I won't let her disrespect me and my family." Kirk's attempts to mediate reportedly only intensified the tension, as Rasheeda viewed outside interference as another obstacle in her struggle to assert her boundaries. Meanwhile, Yandy allegedly began a strategic campaign to influence public opinion. Sources claim she privately encouraged select cast members to publicly comment on Rasheeda's behavior, subtly shaping the narrative to her advantage. Fans immediately noticed shifts in interviews and social media posts, sparking speculation about behind-the-scenes alliances. "It's like watching a chess game," one insider reportedly said. "Every move is calculated, every word deliberate." This further fueled the public fascination with the feud, turning every episode, post, and interview into must-watch content. The drama intensified when leaked text messages allegedly showed Yandy discussing Rasheeda's children in a critical context. Fans were horrified by the apparent betrayal, accusing Yandy of crossing a line that should never be crossed. Rasheeda, devastated, reportedly confronted Yandy with tears in her eyes. "You don't talk about my children. You don't even get to touch that part of my life." Yandy's allegedly cold response only deepened the divide. "I didn't say anything untrue. Don't make this about family. This is about honesty." The feud didn't stay private for long. Social media exploded, with fans analyzing every interaction, post, and clip from previous episodes. Reaction videos, memes, and commentary pieces went viral, making the Rasheeda-Yandy conflict one of the most widely discussed reality TV events in recent memory. Hashtags such as #Frost vs Smith, #RealityDrama, and #Betrayal trends dominated platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans passionately debated who was in the right, who was manipulating whom, and whether the feud could ever be resolved. The tension spilled over into industry circles. Producers and crew members reported challenges on set due to heightened emotional strain. Filming schedules were disrupted, with both Rasheeda and Yandy allegedly refusing to film in the same space without mediation. Insiders said even minor interactions between the two could spark heated arguments, forcing producers to strategize around who appeared where and when. The feud had become a logistical nightmare, yet at the same time, it generated record-breaking viewership and engagement, confirming that drama sells. Amid the chaos, Rasheeda reportedly attempted to salvage some control by strengthening her business ventures. She allegedly worked tirelessly on boutique plans, collaborations, and promotions, determined to prove that her personal struggles would not dictate her professional success. Yet, according to insiders, every success was overshadowed by Yandy's continued public comments and strategic maneuvers, leaving Rasheeda emotionally exhausted but resolute. "I can't let her win," Rasheeda allegedly said to a friend. "This isn't just about friendship, it's about respect, dignity, and protecting everything I've worked for." A dramatic turning point occurred when a secret audio recording allegedly surfaced, capturing Yandy making disparaging remarks about Rasheeda's family and professional credibility. The leak sent fans into a frenzy, with social media threads exploding with outrage. Many rallied behind Rasheeda, calling her courageous for speaking out, while others speculated that the audio could be doctored or taken out of context. Regardless, the incident reignited the feud with renewed intensity, ensuring that the world remained captivated by every development. The conflict reached its most public moment during a televised reunion special. Rasheeda confronted Yandy directly on stage, recounting months of perceived betrayals, manipulations, and emotional abuse. "I trusted you, I confided in you, and you've spent months undermining me at every turn," she reportedly said, her voice quivering with emotion. Yandy's composed but pointed reply was, "You see betrayal where there is none. You mistake honesty for attack." The audience was reportedly stunned, with cast members visibly tense and fans at home glued to every second of the confrontation. After the reunion, both women took to social media. Rasheeda shared cryptic messages emphasizing loyalty, self-respect, and cutting toxic people from her life, while Yandy posted about perception, resilience, and truth that isn't always easy to hear. Fans analyzed every word, gesture, and story, turning each post into a clue about the next phase of the feud. Every day, speculation grew. Who would break first? Who would apologize, if anyone? And was reconciliation even possible after such deep betrayal? The feud also began impacting public perception of both women. Polls and surveys indicated that audiences were split almost evenly between Team Rasheeda and Team Yandy. Some viewers admired Rasheeda's emotional honesty and dedication to family, while others respected Yandy's strategic composure and ability to maintain her narrative under pressure. Memes, online debates, and commentary videos further amplified the drama, demonstrating the power of reality TV to blur the lines between personal life and entertainment. Behind the scenes, insiders reported that both women were mentally and emotionally exhausted, yet unwilling to yield. Rasheeda continued to focus on her family, business, and public image, determined not to let betrayal define her. Yandy, meanwhile, remained strategic, attempting to manage public perception and maintain her narrative. The tension between private emotions and public personas created a volatile, high-stakes environment that kept fans glued to every update. By now, the feud had become a full-blown saga of betrayal, loyalty, manipulation, and emotional intensity. Every leaked message, social media post, and public appearance added layers to a story that had captivated fans worldwide. The question remained, could these two women ever reconcile, or was their friendship permanently shattered? Every new development promised more drama, leaving audiences desperate for the next shocking twist in this unforgettable reality TV conflict. The Rasheeda-Yandy feud reached a boiling point when an insider revealed that Yandy allegedly attempted to manipulate Rasheeda's upcoming boutique launch in a way that would make her look unprofessional and unstable. According to sources, Yandy was seen consulting with production staff, subtly suggesting edits and storylines that would emphasize Rasheeda's emotional reactions, while minimizing her professional successes. Rasheeda, reportedly furious upon learning this, confronted Yandy backstage. "You're trying to paint me as unhinged for your advantage. I trusted you. How could you betray me like this?" Yandy's alleged Tom response, delivered with a faint smirk, only intensified Rasheeda's rage. "I'm not betraying you. I'm just showing reality. If you can't handle it, that's your issue." The drama escalated further when text message screenshots allegedly leaked online, showing private conversations between Yandy and several cast members. In the texts, Yandy reportedly discussed Rasheeda's personal and professional choices, offering pointed commentary that painted Rasheeda in a negative light. Fans immediately dissected every word, and social media erupted with debates about who was right, who was manipulating the narrative, and whether Rasheeda's fury was justified. Hashtags such as #RasheedaShandy, #RealityTVBetrayal, and #FrostDrama began trending across platforms. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's inner circle rallied around her, determined to protect her reputation and defend her business ventures. According to sources, Kirk Frost repeatedly tried to intervene, urging Rasheeda to remain calm and avoid public confrontations. However, Rasheeda reportedly said, "I won't be silenced. I will speak my truth, no matter the cost." Her dedication to confronting betrayal head-on only fueled fans' admiration and intensified the emotional stakes of the conflict. The feud's intensity continued during a reunion taping, where Rasheeda and Yandy faced off on stage. Rasheeda allegedly recounted months of perceived manipulation and betrayal, her voice quivering with emotion. "I confided in you, trusted you, and you've spent months undermining me at every turn. I regret ever letting you in my life." Yandy.com and Measured reportedly replied, "You mistake honesty for attack. I've done nothing but show reality as it is. Maybe the problem is your perception." The audience reportedly gasped, and cast members were visibly tense, uncertain how the confrontation would unfold next. Shortly after the reunion, another leak surfaced, this time revealing a private conversation in which Yandy allegedly criticized Rasheeda's parenting and business decisions. Fans were horrified, with many accusing Yandy of crossing a line that should never have been crossed. Rasheeda, devastated, reportedly confronted Yandy privately. "You don't get to speak about my children. You don't get to touch my family." Yandy's purported response, cold and calculated, was, "I'm just being honest. Don't make this about family, it's about perception." The drama spilled further into the public domain when Rasheeda posted cryptic Instagram captions hinting at betrayal and toxic friendships. Yandy followed with her own posts, emphasizing resilience, perception, and the importance of seeing through deception. Fans analyzed every word, story, and comment, trying to decode hidden meanings and predict the next confrontation. The feud had evolved into a psychological chess match, with every post potentially signaling another explosive twist. Behind the scenes, insiders reported that production faced unprecedented challenges due to the conflict. Filming schedules were disrupted, tensions on set ran high, and even minor interactions between Rasheeda and Yandy could trigger emotional confrontations. One crew member reportedly said, "It's like walking on eggshells. Every scene, every conversation has to be monitored because the feud can ignite at any moment." Despite the chaos, producers reportedly recognized the ratings potential, understanding that the drama had captivated a worldwide audience. Adding another shocking layer, a former friend of Rasheeda allegedly leaked audio recordings in which Rasheeda candidly expressed her heartbreak over Yandy's betrayal. In the recordings, Rasheeda reportedly said, "I can't believe I let someone so toxic into my life. I thought we were family, but all along it's been strategy and manipulation." Fans praised Rasheeda for her vulnerability, while some debated whether the leaked recordings would fuel Yandy's narrative in turn. The saga had clearly transcended friendship, had become a full-scale public battle. The feud intensified when social media users began noticing patterns in Yandy's posts that appeared to be indirect digs at Rasheeda. Fans dissected each image, caption, and story, debating whether subtle gestures were intentional jabs or mere coincidence. The conflict became a full-blown spectator sport, with viewers investing emotionally in every post, clip, and public appearance. Online polls suggested the fanbase was split almost evenly, with passionate arguments on both sides over who was right, who was manipulating, and whether the feud could ever be resolved. The tension took a personal toll on Rasheeda. Insiders reported that she struggled to focus on her boutique business, family life, and other professional commitments due to the constant stress and emotional strain. Friends and family expressed concern, urging her to step back and prioritize her well-being. Rasheeda, however, allegedly said, "I can't ignore the betrayal. I have to face it head-on. I won't let her dictate my narrative." Her refusal to step back only heightened the drama, keeping fans captivated and deeply invested. Yandy, meanwhile, reportedly continued to maintain a composed public persona while strategically engaging allies behind the scenes. According to sources, she worked to subtly shape narratives and public perception, positioning herself as rational and measured while letting Rasheeda's emotional intensity dominate headlines. The dynamic between public image and private actions created a tense, high-stakes environment, with every move scrutinized by producers, cast members, and fans alike. As the saga unfolded, the feud began influencing production decisions. Scenes were carefully planned to minimize direct confrontation while still capturing tension for dramatic effect. Crew members reportedly documented every interaction meticulously, knowing that even small gestures or comments could ignite another explosive episode. This behind-the-scenes strategy only added to fans' fascination, as the line between reality and performance blurred. The conflict reached a critical moment when a leaked video showed Rasheeda confronting a crew member about Yandy's alleged manipulation of her storyline. Rasheeda reportedly said, "I don't care about ratings. I care about my integrity. If she thinks she can manipulate the narrative, she's wrong." Fans were stunned by her determination, and the video went viral within hours. Reactions ranged from admiration for Rasheeda's courage to speculation about how Yandy would respond in upcoming episodes. Finally, a private conversation allegedly leaked in which Rasheeda expressed her frustration with the entire situation. "I trusted someone with my heart and life, and it's been weaponized against me. I don't know how to fix this, and it hurts more than I can say." Yandy, according to the leak, replied with a measured but dismissive tone, "You see betrayal everywhere. Maybe you should take a step back and look at your own actions." Fans were captivated, sharing their own interpretations and debating whose perspective was accurate. The feud had transformed into a full-scale saga of betrayal, manipulation, and emotional intensity. Every leaked text, confrontation, and social media post added layers to a story that had captured the attention of fans worldwide. Questions remained. Could Rasheeda and Yandy reconcile, or had the damage become irreparable? Who truly had the moral high ground? And what shocking twist would occur next to keep audiences hooked? The stakes were higher than ever, and viewers were glued to every development, eager for the next explosive chapter in the saga of Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith. The Rasheeda-Yandy feud reached a boiling point when an insider revealed that Yandy allegedly attempted to manipulate Rasheeda's upcoming boutique launch in a way that would make her look unprofessional and unstable. According to sources, Yandy was seen consulting with production staff, subtly suggesting edits and storylines that would emphasize Rasheeda's emotional reactions, while minimizing her professional successes. Rasheeda, reportedly furious upon learning this, confronted Yandy backstage, You're trying to paint me as unhinged for your advantage. I trusted you. How could you betray me like this? Yandy's alleged calm response, delivered with a faint smirk, only intensified Rasheeda's rage. I'm not betraying you. I'm just showing reality. If you can't handle it, that's your issue. The drama escalated further when text message screenshots allegedly leaked online, showing private conversations between Yandy and several cast members. In the texts, Yandy reportedly discussed Rasheeda's personal and professional choices, offering pointed commentary that painted Rasheeda in a negative light. Fans immediately dissected every word, and social media erupted with debates about who was right, who was manipulating the narrative, and whether Rasheeda's fury was justified. Hashtags such as Rasheeda Shandi, #RealityTV and #FrostDrama began trending across platforms. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's inner circle rallied around her, determined to protect her reputation and defend her business ventures. According to sources, Kirk Frost repeatedly tried to intervene, urging Rasheeda to remain calm and avoid public confrontations. However, Rasheeda reportedly said, "I won't be silenced. I will speak my truth, no matter the cost." Her dedication to confronting betrayal head-on only fueled fans' admiration and intensified the emotional stakes of the conflict. The feud's intensity continued during a reunion taping, where Rasheeda and Yandy faced off on stage. Rasheeda allegedly recounted months of perceived manipulation and betrayal, her voice quivering with emotion. "I confided in you, trusted you, and you've spent months undermining me at every turn. I regret ever letting you in my life." Yandy.com and Measured reportedly replied, "You mistake honesty for attack. I've done nothing but show reality as it is. Maybe the problem is your perception." The audience reportedly gasped, and cast members were visibly tense, uncertain how the confrontation would unfold next. Shortly after the reunion, another leak surfaced, this time revealing a private conversation in which Yandy allegedly criticized Rasheeda's parenting and business decisions. Fans were horrified, with many accusing Yandy of crossing a line that should never have been crossed. Rasheeda, devastated, reportedly confronted Yandy privately. "You don't get to speak about my children. You don't get to touch my family." Yandy's purported response, cold and calculated, was, "I'm just being honest. Don't make this about family, it's about perception." The drama spilled further into the public domain when Rasheeda posted cryptic Instagram captions hinting at betrayal and toxic friendships. Yandy followed with her own posts, emphasizing resilience, perception, and the importance of seeing through deception. Fans analyzed every word, story, and comment, trying to decode hidden meanings and predict the next confrontation. The feud had evolved into a psychological chess match, with every post potentially signaling another explosive twist. Behind the scenes, insiders reported that production faced unprecedented challenges due to the conflict. Filming schedules were disrupted, tensions on set ran high, and even minor interactions between Rasheeda and Yandy could trigger emotional confrontations. One crew member reportedly said, "It's like walking on eggshells. Every scene, every conversation has to be monitored because the feud can ignite at any moment." Despite the chaos, producers reportedly recognized the ratings potential, understanding that the drama had captivated a worldwide audience. Adding another shocking layer, a former friend of Rasheeda allegedly leaked audio recordings in which Rasheeda candidly expressed her heartbreak over Yandy's betrayal. In the recordings, Rasheeda reportedly said, "I can't believe I let someone so toxic into my life. I thought we were family, but all along it's been strategy and manipulation." Fans praised Rasheeda for her vulnerability, while some debated whether the leaked recordings would fuel Yandy's narrative in turn. The saga had clearly transcended friendship, had become a full-scale public battle. The feud intensified when social media users began noticing patterns in Yandy's posts that appeared to be indirect digs at Rasheeda. Fans dissected each image, caption, and story, debating whether subtle gestures were intentional jabs or mere coincidence. The conflict became a full-blown spectator sport, with viewers investing emotionally in every post, clip, and public appearance. Online polls suggested the fanbase was split almost evenly, with passionate arguments on both sides over who was right, who was manipulating, and whether the feud could ever be resolved. The tension took a personal toll on Rasheeda. Insiders reported that she struggled to focus on her boutique business, family life, and other professional commitments due to the constant stress and emotional strain. Friends and family expressed concern, urging her to step back and prioritize her well-being. Rasheeda, however, allegedly said, "I can't ignore the betrayal. I have to face it head-on. I won't let her dictate my narrative." Her refusal to step back only heightened the drama, keeping fans captivated and deeply invested. Yandy, meanwhile, reportedly continued to maintain a composed public persona while strategically engaging allies behind the scenes. According to sources, she worked to subtly shape narratives and public perception, positioning herself as rational and measured while letting Rasheeda's emotional intensity dominate headlines. The dynamic between public image and private actions created a tense, high-stakes environment, with every move scrutinized by producers, cast members, and fans alike. As the saga unfolded, the feud began influencing production decisions. Scenes were carefully planned to minimize direct confrontation while still capturing tension for dramatic effect. Crew members reportedly documented every interaction meticulously, knowing that even small gestures or comments could ignite another explosive episode. This behind-the-scenes strategy only added to fans' fascination, as the line between reality and performance blurred. The conflict reached a critical moment when a leaked video showed Rasheeda confronting a crew member about Yandy's alleged manipulation of her storyline. Rasheeda reportedly said, "I don't care about ratings, I care about my integrity. If she thinks she can manipulate the narrative, she's wrong." Fans were stunned by her determination, and the video went viral within hours. Reactions ranged from admiration for Rasheeda's courage to speculation about how Yandy would respond in upcoming episodes. Finally, a private conversation allegedly leaked in which Rasheeda expressed her frustration with the entire situation. "I trusted someone with my heart and life, and it's been weaponized against me. I don't know how to fix this, and it hurts more than I can say." Yandy, according to the leak, replied with a measured but dismissive tone, "You see betrayal everywhere. Maybe you should take a step back and look at your own actions." Fans were captivated, sharing their own interpretations and debating whose perspective was accurate. The feud had transformed into a full-scale saga of betrayal, manipulation, and emotional intensity. Every leaked text, confrontation, and social media post added layers to a story that had captured the attention of fans worldwide. Questions remained. Could Rasheeda and Yandy reconcile, or had the damage become irreparable? Who truly had the moral high ground? And what shocking twist would occur next to keep audiences hooked? The stakes were higher than ever, and viewers were glued to every development, eager for the next explosive chapter in the saga of Rasheeda, Frost and Yandy Smith. The intensity of the Rasheeda-Yandy feud reached an unprecedented level when an insider revealed that Yandy allegedly had a hand in orchestrating a subtle smear campaign against Rasheeda. According to sources, Yandy privately shared selective stories and critiques with producers and cast members, all designed to amplify Rasheeda's emotional reactions while downplaying her professional accomplishments. When Rasheeda allegedly found out, she reportedly confronted Yandy during a private meeting. "I trusted you with everything, my business, my life, my family," Rasheeda reportedly said, voice trembling but firm. "And this is how you repay me, by manipulating my story behind my back." Yandy's cold response, allegedly calm and calculated, was, "I'm not manipulating, I'm revealing truth. If you can't accept it, that's your problem." Fans erupted online when screenshots of private conversations allegedly between Yandy and multiple cast members leaked. In these texts, Yandy reportedly discussed Rasheeda's choices and suggested edits to storylines that would portray Rasheeda in a negative light. Social media exploded with hashtags such as #RasheedaFshandy, #RealityBetrayal, and #FrostDrama. Debate over the feud dominated Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, with fans dissecting every word, gesture, and subtle interaction between the two women. The public spectacle became a daily obsession, with memes, reaction videos, and commentary saturating every platform. Amidst the social media chaos, Rasheeda's inner circle rallied to support her. Kirk Frost, concerned about her emotional well-being, reportedly urged her to focus on family and boutique business rather than continue the public feud. However, Rasheeda allegedly told him, "I can't just sit back. I won't let her disrespect me and my family." Her determination to confront betrayal head-on fueled the drama further. As audiences were drawn to her raw, emotional honesty, the tension spilled onto the set during a reunion special, creating one of the most intense moments in reality TV history. Rasheeda allegedly confronted Yandy, recounting months of perceived sabotage and betrayal. "I confided in you, trusted you, and you've undermined me at every turn. I regret ever letting you into my life," she reportedly exclaimed, her voice quivering with emotion. Yandy's reply, cool and deliberate, allegedly was, "You see betrayal where none exists. You mistake honesty for attack." The audience reportedly gasped, with cast members visibly tense, unsure how the confrontation would evolve. Shortly after, leaked audio surfaced of Yandy allegedly criticizing Rasheeda's parenting and professional decisions. Fans were shocked and outraged, accusing Yandy of crossing an unforgivable line. Rasheeda reportedly confronted Yandy privately. "You don't talk about my children. You don't get to touch that part of my life." Yandy's cold response, allegedly calm and calculated, was, "I'm just being honest. Don't make this about family. This is about perception." Social media exploded with reactions, as viewers debated the morality, ethics, and authenticity of both women's actions. Fans noticed subtle digs in social media posts from both women. Rasheeda posted captions hinting at betrayal and toxic friendships, while Yandy shared content about resilience, perception, and seeing through deception. Each post became a clue for fans, a potential signal of the next confrontation. The psychological warfare kept the audience enthralled, dissecting every nuance, every word, and every facial expression for hidden meaning. Insiders reported unprecedented challenges on set due to the feud. Filming schedules were disrupted, emotional strain ran high, and even minor interactions could trigger heated arguments. A crew member reportedly stated, "It's like walking on eggshells. Every conversation has to be carefully monitored because the feud can explode at any moment." Producers, while struggling to maintain control, also recognized that the drama was captivating audiences, boosting ratings, and generating unprecedented engagement online, adding fuel to the fire. A former friend of Rasheeda allegedly leaked private audio in which she expressed heartbreak over Yandy's betrayal. "I can't believe I let someone so toxic into my life. I thought we were family, but it's been strategy and manipulation all along," Rasheeda allegedly said. Fans rallied behind her, praising her emotional honesty. While some debated whether the leak would strengthen Yandy's narrative, the conflict was now far beyond friendship. It had become a global spectacle of manipulation, loyalty, and emotional intensity. The feud intensified when social media users dissected patterns in Yandy's posts, perceiving indirect digs at Rasheeda. Fans debated whether subtle gestures were deliberate or coincidental, further fueling speculation. The conflict had become a psychological chess match, with both women maneuvering carefully, aware that every post could ignite further drama. Polls indicated a nearly even split between Team Rasheeda and Team Yandy, each side passionately defending their perspective. Rasheeda reportedly struggled to focus on her boutique, family, and other professional commitments due to the constant stress. Friends and family urged her to step back, but she allegedly refused. "I have to face this head-on. I won't let her dictate my story." Her refusal to yield only intensified public interest. Meanwhile, Yandy maintained a strategic composure, carefully managing public perception while influencing narratives behind the scenes. Production was forced to adjust filming strategies, separating the women when possible while still capturing high-stakes tension for dramatic effect. Every scene, interaction, and subtle gesture became critical content for viewers, blurring the lines between reality and performance. The audience remained captivated, desperate to witness the next shocking revelation. A leaked video showed Rasheeda confronting a crew member about Yandy's alleged manipulation. "I don't care about ratings. I care about integrity. If she thinks she can manipulate the narrative, she's wrong," she reportedly said. Fans were stunned and shared the clip widely, reigniting the feud in public conversation. Private messages also allegedly surfaced, showing Rasheeda expressing her heartbreak. "I trusted her with my heart and life, and it's been weaponized against me. I don't know how to fix this." Yandy reportedly responded dismissively, "You see, betrayal everywhere. Maybe look at yourself." The feud had evolved into a full-blown saga of betrayal, manipulation, and emotional intensity. Every text, confrontation, and social media post added layers to a story that had captivated fans worldwide. Questions loomed. Could Rasheeda and Yandy reconcile? Who truly had the moral high ground? What shocking twist would occur next? With stakes higher than ever, the audience was glued, eagerly awaiting the next explosive chapter in the unforgettable drama between Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith. The drama between Rasheeda Frost and Yandy Smith has left fans around the world speechless, questioning loyalty, trust, and the true nature of friendship. From secret confrontations to leaked texts, public jabs, and emotional breakdowns, this feud has escalated into one of the most explosive storylines in reality TV history. Every twist, every accusation, and every subtle gesture has kept audiences on edge, debating who is in the right and who has been manipulating the narrative. Emotions have run high, families have been drawn into the conflict, and the public has become a witness to a saga that seems almost too intense to be real. But as the dust settles or perhaps just momentarily pauses, questions remain. Will Rasheeda and Yandy ever find a way to reconcile? Or has the friendship been irreparably shattered? Who will emerge with their reputation intact? And who will face lasting fallout from this highly publicized battle? Fans are left wondering what secret revelations are still waiting to surface, what alliances might form, and whether the next episode will bring resolution or another shocking escalation. The unpredictability of this feud has made it impossible to look away, and it's clear that the world will be watching every move closely. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you side with Rasheeda, applauding her courage and emotional honesty, or do you see Yandy's calculated strategy as justified, keeping her composed in the chaos? We want to hear your thoughts, theories, and predictions about what will happen next in this shocking saga. Leave your comments below, and make your voice part of the conversation. Don't forget to like this video if you've been captivated by this drama, and hit subscribe so you never miss an update on Rasheeda, Yandy, and the twists that are sure to keep reality TV fans glued to their screens. Every new development is another chance to witness intense emotions, shocking revelations, and the unfolding story that has everyone talking. Share your opinions, join the debate, and stay tuned, because in a world filled with betrayal, loyalty, and raw human emotion, the next shocking moment is always just around the corner.